Welcome to the top floor of my 4-story mansion in Honolulu, Hawaii on New Year's Eve 2025. And you know why I know that my Americanized Filipino wife is not gonna leave me? She's pregnant. She may not love me, she may not want me, but she needs me. And that's what love is based on.
Young nigga hop out, Gen 5, you try catch a hat.
Hey Reaper Gang, this passport bro is so down bad that I've took the liberty of doing a part 2 to last week's previous video. You know it's finna go down when I do this. I've never done this in my whole entire history of being on YouTube. Let's go ahead and get into it, man, because it's finna get messy, bro.
Well, it didn't take long. It only took 2 years, literally to the day, December 27th, for my Filipino wife to become fully Americanized.
I think the word Americanized has nothing to do with someone who is disrespectful, especially to your people. Let's say that your closest people. It's because he disrespected my parents, screaming, snatching some things verbally and physically. So what I am thinking that time, you are freely disrespecting me and abusing me. I think that's enough. You can do it 24/7 to me. You can do it anytime, but to the point that you're gonna be disrespecting my people, especially my parents. I think that's what, draw the line. I think that's when the time that I said I want to.
No, baby, that line should have been Drew when he was abusing you originally. Here in the West, we don't go for that. And I know you're trying to do good for your family and you're trying to level up and shit, but if that old sack of shit is abusing you, you need to do what you gotta do. You ain't gotta explain that to us. I knew he was weird.
Because I wanted to separate, just because I wanted it. I've dealt a lot with him for the last 2 years that I am here.
We got back from Orlando to St. Simons, Georgia. I was greeted with the announcement from Jayan that she wanted a separation.
For the last 2 years, I am standing up for myself. I know it's really difficult because I have children. And I honestly doesn't want to separate with him. It's just came out to my mouth that I'm so fed up. I'm so done. It's because I'm so hurt and he's not gonna change. There's no way that he will change. All I know is if I didn't stop or I didn't make a move, it's gonna be a normal. He's gonna disrespect me. He's gonna disrespect my people. He's gonna disrespect anyone. So this is just me that, putting some boundaries.
I'm D1 hating, I'm not gonna lie. I've been wishing on this nigga downfall anyway, because y'all know how I feel about them passport, bro. So just ignore me.
Hate everything about me and what I provide and decide to leave.
He claims that I hated what he provides. As far as I remember, I'm always grateful for him. I'm always vocal, thanking him for my life right now. You can see my social media. I never criticizes him. It's always praising, even though there's something going on inside our house. I will never speak or talk about our fights on my social media. It's because I am protecting him and I'm protecting my children. We have kids, the next 10, 20 years, there's gonna be social media and they might see this. I think it's really selfish for him.
Don't even worry about it, baby. Just stall him out. He gonna disintegrate pretty soon. Give him a good 10 to 15. He disintegrating for sure. Just hold tight.
Post for views, for attention, for sympathy. If you can go up here and talk to me and you will say to people that out of transparency, I will talk about it, but you are transparent to the public, but you are not transparent to me. Just for clarification too, half of the trip paid by his ex-wife, all of the park tickets, Universal and also Disney World, it was paid by his ex, and also the Airbnb and the grocery. I just wanted to let you know too.
So he ain't got it like that.
Really good relationship with the ex-wife, and to be honest with you, she's really nice to my kids and she's really nice to me. She's like my closest mother here in Hawaii. I can talk to her anytime, and she's really a good person. And I remember when we were in the mainland, she told us, my parents and me, and she said that this is my gift to you you are wondering why my parents came over, because we supposedly go back to the Philippines for 3 months, just me and the kids. It's because I am really homesick. I've been here for 2 years. He promised me that we're gonna go back to the Philippines at least once or twice a year, but that never happened. And so I kept on telling him that I need to go back. It's because we have activities, like my ate is gonna get married, my big sister, and I am the maid of honor. And also I wanted to do some christening for the kids, and also I wanted to spend Christmas with my whole family. It's been 2
That's
years
fair.
since they haven't seen Race, and they haven't met Rocky, because I gave birth to Rocky here in Hawaii. And you know, it's just really a family thing. You need to go back, and it's just sad. It's because fast forward.
Wait, y'all named that nigga Rocky? I know I'm off topic, but I ain't even gonna do it. We got more pressing matters at hand. I ain't gonna do it, Reaper
to the
Gang.
booking
I ain't gonna
day.
do it.
I already booked going back to the Philippines, and then that same day he canceled it too. It's because he said that I'm ungrateful. It's because I didn't said thank you right away. It's because at that time I got excited. It's because the ex-wife said that she's gonna come same day, the same exact day when he booked it. He canceled it right away.
Wow.
And you know, I don't have any choice. It's because I don't have money. I don't have any control about
And I discovered through text that she had been discussing this with her.
Before we continue, this is the dark side about gold digging, all right? Now, I get that you did this is just your culture and shit like that, but when you gold dig, you're giving up financial control to these old, sick son of a bitches that are just gonna wanna take advantage. So this is the danger of doing that. You almost had it though, and I'm not getting on you. This nigga's a sack of shit. We're team you all the way. But I'm just saying, for future reference, for future generations, when you're telling this story, you need to let them know, be careful with that gold digging shit. You might wanna get your shit going and find someone you actually want before you do that shit, because this is the downside.
And making plans to also take the children.
my ate, my big sister, is back in the Philippines. I contacted her about what's going on here. And then I told her that my mom is gonna go back same date with my papa. And she needs to book for my ate. But that didn't happen. It's because they have to rebook the ticket for them to go back to the Philippines. It's earlier because my papa supposedly go back to the Philippines on January 5th. But that didn't happen. They went back home yesterday, December 30, and they arrive at December 31. You know what's really sad is that my parents are very excited, especially my papa. He thought that it's gonna be a great trip, but it's disaster. They came here just to be disrespected.
Wow.
They stress na sobrang.
Oh, don't cry, baby.
Sobrang stress.
Where this old nigga at? Let's put him up, motherfucker.
Mga nila, alam mo yun.
Where's he at?
They're supposed
We'll go get him.
a good time here.
Arr!
Pero, yung nakuha nila yung pambabastos. Sobrang sakit ng ulo ko kasi nakita ko yung mga mukha nila. Nakita ko yung sakit. Nakita ko talaga sa mga mukha nila na nasasaktan sila. Pero wala naman silang sinasabi. Pero kinakita ng dalawang mga
Oh, she's
mata
talking to
ko
her
na-
family. Okay. I'm part Filipino. I should know this.
Alam
Shame
mo,
on you,
walang-
mama. You ain't teach me.
Walang ginawang masama yung mga magulang ko sa kanya, pero yung bigay niya sa mga magulang ko sobrang pambabastos. Ang bastos talaga, promise. Hindi ko talaga matanggap, kaya nasabi ko na makipaghiwalay na lang ako. Kasi nung kinausap ko siya, parang wala lang sa kanya. Parang, sobrang sakit. Hey guys, I just wanted to give you an update. I am safe and the kids.
So I got a counterplay for you and your family. This is what y'all do. Y'all make it seem like everything good. Suck his glizzy, make it seem like he ain't do nothing wrong. Just feed it to his ego and lure him back to the Philippines. Have your uncles in that. You feel me? Have your uncles in that bit ready to line that nigga temple up and wire. You feel me? They ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just saying.
And I just wanted to thank all of you for your positive comments, supporting me through this process. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I am not setting up any GoFundMe or any donation.
Real nigga.
It's because I don't want to disappoint people, and part of my culture as much as possible, especially you have children, if you can work things out, just work
No, don't
things
work that out,
Since
baby.
the day that I shared my side
Please
of the
no.
story, we have been talking, and also we came up to some resolutions and conditions that now that I am 6 weeks pregnant, I am going back to the Philippines on my second trimester. I know it's not a good idea for me to go back to the Philippines because something might happen, but for me it's really important for me to go back. It's because this is also one of our problems, one of the root of our problems, that me longing to my home country and him thinking that I don't like to be in here. So we're just resolving little by little. I just wanted to clarify too that I am.
And you know what? This is why I really be giving shouts out to her, because she's so locked in on the mission. Even though this nigga's a manipulative sack of shit, she's still popping out babies like Prime Curry. You feel me? She's shooting from deep. She making this shit happen. And I get the determination, but at a certain point, baby, we gotta hold. Just hold on just a minute. Stop giving this old sack of shit babies, because then you gotta deal with them for longer. You feel me? It's already bad enough. Unless you finna wait that nigga out till he disintegrates, and
not
that's
getting
different.
any allowance, and I don't have credit card. So everything that I am purchasing, I have to ask permission, and this needs to be discussed. So if you want something, we're gonna discuss it. This is how our marriage works. Honestly, I'm not the typical Filipina that's sending money to support my family back home, and I cannot send any money because I don't have it, first of all. And also, my family have a business in Manila. We have businesses there. Our parents send us to a nice school growing up, so basically we have the money growing up. And I honestly have to say this, that I have eaten really great restaurants back home than here because it's really expensive here. Anyway, just wanted to say thank you everybody.
We're here for you.
To disrespect
Here come this old sack of shit. So you heard her side. You know his old ass was going to rebuttal. So let's go ahead and get into
my
it.
Filipino in-laws. Now, I qualify Filipino because different cultures get disrespected in different ways. So don't come at me for being a racist. This is the context. Hi, Chad to Dad here. Had a horrible Disney World experience with my in-laws, and I'm just going to tell my side of it. Not my side of the story, but I'm going to say what I did to disrespect my Filipino mother and father, and as well as my sister. Number one, I did not eat the food that they cooked. Wasn't because I didn't like it, and it wasn't because...
Wait a minute, but in the last video we went over, you was saying Ohana, nigga, you was tapped in with the culture? Like, what's going on? Or were you just bullshit so you can get that young punani, nigga?
Because I
Which one
wasn't
is it?
hungry. It's because I protested. I didn't eat the food that they cooked. And then number two, when they left the food out on the table, that stayed out all day, when we came back from one of the Disney World days, I called them slobs for leaving the food out. Number three, I clapped sarcastically when Mama finally stepped in and helped JM by bathing the kids after a long day. I clapped loud and long and sarcastically.
Okay, so this not sliding in the Philippines. It's not sliding in the West either. I see why you single out here, my dog. That's not going with it. If you're around your parents-in-law, even if you feel that way, sarcastically clapping is corny as fuck, nigga. No one's gonna like you if you do that. Like, are you good, bro? Do you need help? Your logical capabilities seem to be off.
Number four, I snatched the keys out of Papa's hands. He spent his morning loading the car up, getting ready to go back to Georgia, and he went to hand the keys to me, and I just snatched them out of his hand and went down to start the car. And number five,
No, why? You just did that? Why? Tell me.
I told Ate, fuck you too, when she said that I was being a bad host. All right, that's the facts. That's the truth. Those are the top 5 things that I did to disrespect my Filipino mother and father-in-law and my sister-in-law. I'm going to make things right. But it's too soon for that. And we will get to it. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Are married.
So he basically just listing this shit off. He's not apologizing for anything. He's like, nigga, this is what I did. What y'all gonna do about it? And this is how weird these niggas be. I'm not gonna say all passport bros are like this, but he gotta be the passport bro Lucifer type shit. This the worst one of all time.
Bricks.
Everybody, Chad to Dad here, coming at you with some more rage bait, which I just simply call the truth in reality. And I'm happy today because I get to spend some time with my son as I do a little remodeling in my basement that I've been hanging out. Now, I saw my wife post on TikTok yesterday, I think it was, that she has to ask permission to get money. Like, yeah, actually, that's true. And when I thought about it, I realized that was pretty fucking embarrassing. It's not like I spend a lot of money on myself. I don't go drinking with the boys or golfing or play video games, stuff like that. See, my philosophy is the money that I earn is the family's money. There's no mine and all that.
So why does she have to ask permission? If it wasn't yours and it's the family's money, why does she have to ask permission? You're contradicting yourself.
But, you know, what she said was pretty triggering. So I want to tell you something. I've come up with a plan. And the plan is for Jayanne to earn the money that she wants. And how are we going to do that?
Earn? Is fucking your dusty ass not compensant enough, nigga? Is that not enough? I feel like if she gotta go with your dwindled ass cock, nigga, that should be more than enough to never have to ask permission, my nigga. Don't nobody want to look at this nigga. Do anybody want to fuck this nigga? Any of the ladies watching this right now, how much would it cost to fuck this nigga? It's probably no price you could put on that. This nigga sucks.
She started business. She started business as a landlord. That way, she can file taxes and contribute to Social Security. She needs to do that anyway to become a U.S. citizen and learn responsibility with money. Landlords have a lot of responsibility. They have a lot of overhead, right? The construction that I'm doing down here, she's going to have to pay for that out of the first couple, 3, 4, 6 months of the rent. And any maintenance and support that I give her, she got to pay me like a handyman. And learn responsibility with money by running a business, profit, loss, everything else. Yeah, early on in our marriage, after about a year, I just stopped giving her money because I was getting pissed off at the waste, right? And another thing is, I don't feel like a wife should get paid to be a mom, right? You're both contributing to the family with your sweat equity. I do sweat equity.
No, bro. No, bro. You're making a false equivalency because you're taking your girl from a third world country and you're bringing her here. Those principles don't apply. Now, if it's a girl out here that's got her graduation done, she's got her degree, that's different. But you're talking about somebody that just does not have access to that information or resources, bro. You're trying to leverage that shit. It's corny.
As well as cash.
Ew.
And a mom taking care of kids,
Yikes.
being a stay-at-home mom, that's her investment in the family. I don't think you should get paid to be a mom. So I don't know if this will work, but I think I found a way for Jayanne to generate the income that she wants, contribute to her citizenship, and earn the money that she has so that she can be more responsible for it. And stop saying that she needs permission from me to spend money or to get money. Thanks. Bye.
Here, we gotta be safe. Safety first. Safety first. Okay, go. No.
My Filipino wife has been Americanized. My Americanized Filipino wife. That seems to be triggering a lot of people. Let me explain what I mean. In America, if a wife, even a girlfriend, is not happy in the relationship, all she has to say to the world on social media, and especially to the government, I'm not happy. And if she drops the word abused or anything along those lines, the American system steps in. It steps in to protect her against any for any allegations that she makes. And the man's side of the story is, it's all assumed. I'm an evil, controlling, patriarchal, oppressive white dude.
Don't play that card, because before she responded in the previous video, I can already get those undertones from you. I don't think you're self-aware, and I think you might be a narcissist because you have like a grandiose vision of yourself that you don't see what you're saying on here, nigga. We're looking at you, seeing what you're saying, how you're saying it, and we already know it's you, my nigga. You ain't got to say nothing else.
And the narrative quickly, instantly becomes me bad, she victim. So the fight that we're having, that's still there. Okay, that's always going to hang over my head. I'm a passport bro. I brought her here. I married her here. I signed all the government forms saying that I will support her for a minimum of 10 or 1,000 years.
I think the passport bro's going to disown you type shit. And I don't mean to keep pausing, but he said that shit with pride. All passport bros watching this video, y'all got to change his name to something else. Passport pal, because bro out of the water after this nigga. He's done.
You know what I signed.
He's done.
And all you dudes out there who have been through this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Americanized means weaponization of the male-female relationship to benefit the female, because family court is not a judicial system, it's a corporation. For profit, digging into the pockets of dads, of men. Because, yeah, we're in a patriarchal system and men still have most of the money. Now, that's exactly what's true in our relationship.
It's not true.
She doesn't have any money. I have all the money. And it's, you know, a relationship can go south when the woman has lost love for her man and she's just going for the bag. And if she goes for the bag, she's going to get a huge portion of that.
But you knew that. You went to a third world country to get some young punani because you couldn't do it out here, and you thought she was doing that because you look good? Chad Dad, or whatever the fuck you call yourself? Look at yourself. Of course it's for the bag.
That's what I mean by Americanized. Jayan is solidly Filipina, and that comes with a lot of stuff. And one of those things is she's going to be fiercely defensive for her family, her mom and dad. And this whole fight is hinging on the fact that I disrespected her mom and dad.
You did?
Never mind that they disrespected me too. We'll get into that later.
Let's get into it now.
But Jayan is not Americanized in that she's materialistic or even greedy. But she senses and she knows the support that she would get if things really got ugly between us. The American system is on her side.
Good.
Not mine. Not
Good.
the man's. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. That's it for now. More later. Happy New Year. Thanks for watching. So a couple of my videos have gone viral. I'm the guy who is separated from his Americanized Filipino wife. Yeah, I'm Chad to Dad. I'm a grandiose narcissist who had a dream, and it was to turn my life around and not be stacking bodies, and I wanted to be a dad. You know, it happened late in life.
Stacking bodies like this, and listen to how this nigga's talking. Like, look at this piece of shit. He was stacking bodies, all right. You was paying for that punani, just like you doing now. The only thing now is about to backfire, and I hope she divorce your ass so she get half to 75%.
Because I was
Fuck
married
nigga.
for a very long time prior to that, and it didn't happen. So, you know, go do your digging, and you'll meet my ex-wife, and you'll get all the drama. But the drama seems to be centered around two narratives. One narrative, I'm a sick, creepy, oppressive, controlling, rich bastard who uses my power, influence, wisdom, and wealth to control an innocent, naive, dumb, third world woman. And the second narrative is, I'm the victim of a manipulative, conniving, long game playing gold digger. What's missing from all this is the real narrative, our story, our love. Yeah, we have problems, but we have a lot of love. And we're putting it out there because it needs to be told. All right? and it is helping us.
This ain't no love, bruh. It's all for the check. You know that shit, bro. You just said it like 2 minutes ago, bro. It's all about that check, bro. And you knew that, but you're not playing your role. She played hers. She went with your decrepit ass cock and went with all the shit that you was trying to do. Now it's your turn. Keep putting up now.
JN watches her supporters and I watch my
nigga.
supporters. And we come back to the table and say, okay, are we just fucking walking memes? Or do we have our own identities? And we're united in fighting for our own identities. So, thanks for the views. It ain't going to change what happens. It's all projection of folks' own hatreds and prejudices and experiences in life. But this is its own, and you're welcome to keep watching if you'd like. And we'll watch back, okay? Bye, thanks. She buried herself under the covers and said, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's my husband. What? Hey everybody, Chad to Dad here. What's really surprising me are the Passport Bros, the Passport Bro community, coming at me as hard as the bitter divorcees, saying that I'm giving up the gig, that I'm ruining it for them.
Thank you. Hey, let's go. Hey, Passport Bros. All the Passport Bros that would get on this nigga, go ahead and dap me up right now. It's so inspiring to see that even y'all niggas is like, wait, this ain't us. We got to call this nigga something else. And I would call him something, but for YouTube community guidelines, I can't say the T word. But he a Passport T. Nigga, do your math on that shit.
The bitter has been too much ammunition and fodder. That it's been quiet for a little while in the Passport Bro world, and so this is the chickens coming home to roost. This is the shoe dropping.
I'm proud of them niggas.
All the bros that went out during pandemic, to get their bride and come back and are all starting to have problems now. I don't know. Okay, I'm just being honest about the problems that I'm having with JN, and I don't know if it has anything to do with Passport Bros or just us as individuals. But I want to tell a little story for all you Passport Bros. Think that you discovered
The other Passport Bros basically told that nigga, you selling, bro. You selling the bag.
something, or you onto something that's now being ruined. This was going on way, way sooner than now. Long before social media, long before the internet. Let me tell you a story about Zenaida Bastos. 1985, I'm taking a break from college. I'm 19 years old and I want to get into the real world. So I start a job as a print operator at Postal Instant Press on Kapiolani Boulevard near Ala Moana Center. And one day she got hired as a receptionist. Cute, super cute Filipina. She asked me out on a date. So I borrowed my brother's old Corolla and picked her up. We went I had a hot date. It was really nice. And she said, do you want to come back to my place? I said, okay. So we came back, went to her place, and, we had a good time. She was living in a house with 4 or 5 other women in her own room, and I thought that was cool, just working girl. The next morning, about 6:30, there's a massive disturbance outside in the living room. And she buried herself under the covers and said, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's my husband. What? So I pull up my shorts and I go out into the living room and she's kind of following me. And this really super old dude, he must have been at least 30, was standing in the living room with his fist bunched, looking like he was about to...
Wait a minute. If he was super old at 30 and you're in your fucking 60s doing the same exact thing, what the fuck does that make you? Does that make you like a part of the dead? Are you a zombie, nigga? If he old at 30...
And he took one look at me and I took a look at him and I knew the deal. And he looked past me to Zenaida and said, come home. And she just shrunk back in her room. And then the other ladies in the house sort of stepped in to, tell him he needed to leave. This was inappropriate. Things were going to get ugly. And man, I had my shirt in my hand and my slippers already on my feet and I was out the door. Zenaida didn't come back to work the next day, and I don't know what happened to her. But she was a mail order bride. This is before the internet, as I already said, when you had to flip in the back of a magazine and see pictures and then respond to ads and then make calls and then fill out forms to get a bride that you probably didn't have any chance of knowing or communicating with before she arrived. So Passport Bros these days, they have a lot of tools at their disposal to establish communication.
Yeah, we gonna stop right here. What the fuck are you even going on about, my nigga? Are you complaining about how it was harder to prey on younger foreign women that don't have that shit going for themselves? It's bad all across the board. All you niggas need to stop doing this. But apparently you're doing it a lot worse than the other Passport Bros. If even they're saying you're ruining it for all of us, my nigga. This shit has gotta be the worst storyline I've ever covered. This guy is a weird, narcissist, creepy ass nigga, and I hope she divorces him and get goddamn 75, 80%. Nigga, we team Leanne over here, nigga. We don't feel bad for you, and I'm not pandering. Like I said, it's just weird when you try to take advantage of the fact that someone doesn't have the same resources than you available. It's just weird, bro. So this is gonna be the end of this motherfucking storyline. I just had to cover the last chapter update to this motherfucking saga, and I ain't touching it no more. So if you like this 2-part series, if this nigga's a cornball, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. That'd be great. It's been your boy, the Big Reaper.
この件はわかるかい？そりゃ終わりだ。俺に力を。リーパー